Good evening, students. So let's have a look at this essay. My objective here is to raise the standard of this essay to get 9 in IELTS or 120 in TOEFL. The areas I have highlighted in bold have mistakes. The areas in green do not have mistakes, but I am going to show ways to improve them. So, is teenage life better than adult life? Let's go on to chapter 1. Happiness means widely different things from one individual to another. I'm changing differently and adding a couple of words. Depending on their experience, I think experience here without an S, and I also think we can make the first two sentences one sentence. So, on their attitudes and experience, semicolon. However, it is said that many people enjoy their teenage years more than adulthood. Next sentence, while, I think we will change. So, on the other hand, comma, others believe that being an adult gives you more chance to enjoy your life. I would argue that the first group's idea is more likely to be true. So now we know clearly that the writer is supporting teenage years as the happier time. Paragraph 2. The first sentence is not clear when the writer says happiness means enjoying most of the moments in your life. We don't really know what he means by most of the moments, but the second sentence is saying that happiness is related to how much a person is able to live. Here the writer says live up his expectations, but I think he really means fulfill his expectations. So let's rewrite the two first sentences. In my view, happiness means being able to fulfill your expectations and desires, comma, to reach your goals and satisfy your pleasures. So I'm just adding more information there, which I think is elaborating on what the writer is intending. The rest of the paragraph is okay until the last sentence. Here the writer is talking about discipline, but it's not clear what he means. I think the writer here is saying that teenagers have little autonomy. autonomy. They have little autonomy, freedom. They are controlled by adults. So let's change this sentence. Nevertheless, some people say teenagers lack autonomy, semicolon. Their lives are controlled completely by adults, and this clearly diminishes their happiness. Diminishes, D-I-M-I-N-I-S-H-E-S. Moving on to paragraph 3, third line. Financial resources enables people to live their lives in the way they want. I think that is clearer. However, having this power here is better than ability. Ability is more like a skill. So having this power or freedom leads to higher expectations in life. For instance, the desire to buy an expensive car or home. Next sentence, I'm going to add some words here. Therefore, in order to get the money they need to buy these luxuries, people have to work harder and longer hours. And with that change, we get rid of to meet their needs on the end of the sentence. The next sentence is not clear, but I think it's talking about stress from work. But I think we need to elaborate more, because I think the writer is intending to talk about how the pursuit of money leads to all kinds of stresses and unhappiness, even while people are accumulating the money to buy the things they think will make them happy. So let's rewrite this sentence. Furthermore, we can clearly see that many people, while they are climbing this economic ladder to satisfy their dreams, encounter many problems, stress, and utter unhappiness. Semicolon. This raises the question of whether their pursuits really do make them happier. Full stop. And last sentence in paragraph 3. As a result, I am going to elaborate on this. So, as a result of all this hard work and ambition, semicolon, unlike carefree teenagers, put the word carefree in the middle to emphasize that these busy adults have far less time to really, or we could say truly, enjoy themselves. I think there should be a full stop after themselves, because the last point about maybe feeling lonely is really quite different from what we have been talking about before. I think it is out of place and a little bit off topic. There's really no reason why people who are very busy working should be lonely, because they are probably in contact with a whole load of people every day. So that is a separate subject which I think would need a lot more explanation and probably is not quite appropriate in this essay. So, final paragraph. All in all, considering the far fewer limitations, fewer, F-E-W-E-R, and the simplicity of the teenage years, another the, and comparing this with the many onerous obligations, onerous, O-N-E-R-O-U-S, onerous obligations of adulthood, I would conclude that teenagers are happier by far. I'm replacing by than adults with by far. So I've made quite a lot of changes here, additions, and sometimes just getting rid of some words which seem inappropriate. The essay as written by the writer is quite good, especially the first two paragraphs. The third paragraph has more problems, and the fourth paragraph I would give it about 6.5 in IELTS. But with the changes which the writer should insert, it should get 9. Okay, students, thank you for listening. Good luck with your next assignment.